Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining today. My name is Crista Buznea. I'm head of social and community at Ecology, and today we're going to be talking about sustainability storytelling. I'm just going to share my screen as I have a few slides for us to go through. And if you have any questions through this talk, please pop them in the comment section, and I promise I will get back to you guys as we go through this. So the sustainability sell and how to sell it right. My background, just to kind of start us off, has really been in travel and tourism all my life. I studied tourism at university, then did a master in responsible tourism, and then started working in marketing quite early on. I've been lucky enough to start working in sustainability at TUI about 5 years ago, and then went on to Heathrow. I've worked with big brands and I've learned a lot from them, and I'd love to be able to share that with you. This year has been a challenging year for our sector. We all know this, and I know that there are a lot of people that have gone through redundancies. I was one of them as well. Where I had to leave Heathrow in July, and ended up doing some consultancy and a few other projects on the side until recently starting my new job at Ecology. So today we're actually going to be talking about all these three brands, about TUI, Heathrow, and Ecology, and sustainability storytelling. So what does good sustainability marketing look like? Well, I personally think good sustainability marketing is good storytelling. People don't tend to connect with things like clunky data, or doom and gloom messages, or obviously greenwash, being superficial, or just having irregular interaction. Whenever brands communicate irregularly about sustainability, people clock that and they don't tend to connect. What people do connect with is stories about people, places. Insights and data work sometimes well too, but if those stories are delivered well, and thoughtfully, and I'm again, regular interaction is key, especially in today's world where these algorithms truly do rule our lives when it comes to social media interaction, for example. So I thought what we'd do today is to also talk about a marketing funnel and different stages of the funnel. I find that not a lot of people in the sustainability marketing world talk about this, and I think it's really crucial. In order to drive sales, we need to take people through a journey. We know this, but there are actually three main stages of that journey. First, we need to drive awareness in order to try and sell an idea or a product or service or sustainability. Then we need to drive consideration towards those same things, and then finally action. Do we want people to take action when it comes to sustainability? Do we want passengers to do that? So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at all of these three stages: awareness, consideration, and action, through three different brands. Now, what is important to note is that any company, and TUI, Heathrow, and Ecology as well, actually do all of these things. What I've chosen to do today is just take you through one brand, going through one stage at a time, just to kind of bring it to life. So we're going to start off with TUI and driving sustainability awareness. So I was at TUI about 3 years ago. That's when I started my journey with them. And they had just launched TUI Care Foundation, which was a corporate charity working to deliver positive sustainability impact in destinations. And what TUI did is that they actually created a big survey and asked consumers how they felt about TUI Care Foundation. And they found out that actually once people were exposed to TUI Care Foundation and the good work of the charity in different destinations, it would improve TUI's brand image. TUI would be seen as more trusted, more unique, more inspiring, and it would actually increase the likelihood of people to book with TUI. So 30% of people that were exposed to that brand were more likely to book with TUI. Now, when we're talking about brands that sell, and it does sustainability sell, this is a very clear example that it does. And how did TUI drive awareness? Well, they started telling stories of TUI Care Foundation and the impact that they had in different destinations, the work that they did around elephant protection, or the work that they did in Jamaica to train various different market owners to sell to tourists in a better way, or the work that they did around preserving traditional methods of winemaking in Lanzarote, or the work that they did around protecting turtles and educating children in various different parts of the world. So this whole campaign actually started with a big project focused on creating guidelines for communicating sustainability. And then while I was there, we started engaging various different marketing departments, the email department, the social media department, and slowly we started activating all channels. And by the end of the couple of years I was there, we actually managed to activate all channels. Whenever you would walk into a travel agency, for example, you'd be able to see the TUI brochures. Every single brochure had stories and references to sustainability about sustainable hotels or TUI Care Foundation or various different other sustainability initiatives that they had. So sustainability had permeated all channels. And we actually won the World Responsible Tourism Award for this campaign at the World Travel Market Awards. Next up, how did Heathrow drive sustainability considerations? So moving a step down the funnel. I'm going to talk about a couple of campaigns here. One was internal, about how Heathrow was driving consideration with colleagues when it came to engaging them around sharing their sustainability and innovation ideas with the company so that the company could continue developing, growing, and implementing various different sustainability initiatives. And what we did over here is we ran a Sustainability Heroes campaign. And generally speaking, people campaigns perform really, really well. So here we were telling stories of various different things that some of our sustainability heroes at Heathrow were doing. And then we were engaging other colleagues to enter their ideas into a competition that was worth £30,000 to go towards exploring how their idea could be implemented. So here's Sagar. He actually introduced fully electric car transfer service, creating 6,000 zero emission journeys at Heathrow. We had, this is a previous winner, Paul Green. He worked on a project to grow willow outside of Heathrow and use it as a renewable energy source to heat Terminal 2. Sam actually worked with all of Heathrow's retailers to switch all coffee cups to recyclable paper versions. And here you can see actually how we had the call to action that could be scanned by colleagues to enter the award. So this is what we did for colleagues. When it comes to passengers, Heathrow, as we all know, had a huge challenge when it comes to the expansion project. And what they wanted to do last year was truly build consideration with passengers to tackle this big conversation about climate change, and to also tell the story of what Heathrow personally was doing to reduce carbon emissions. So we started this campaign about truly we need to talk about the elephant at the airport, climate change. There was so much at the time starting to come out in terms of flight shaming, and there was kind of a big taboo around speaking about climate, yet people were flying. So this campaign really wanted to do that, to invite everyone into the debate about flying and about climate change. And what we had started in the beginning was just telling the story of what Heathrow was doing to tackle the problem. So the fact that they had reduced their carbon footprint by 93% since 1990, or that the terminals were running on 100% renewable electricity, or that they were on a pathway to reach net zero by 2050. And the next stage would have been to actually start driving behavioral change with passengers. This campaign was only launched in January this year. So by March, it didn't have much more time than March to kind of absorb and get feedback and start delivering and start moving into the next phase. But I thought it was important for you to see how that challenge was tackled through marketing. And then last but not least, I want to talk about ecology a little bit as well. So like we said, people don't connect with clunky data, doom and gloom, greenwash, irregular interaction. So this regularity, this issue around regularity and putting these messages out there constantly and engaging with people constantly is key. And this is what ecology does really well, because the core focus for ecology is sustainability. That's what it does as a company. I think it's a lot easier to do that when your whole purpose circles sustainability. Whereas with Heathrow and with TUI, while they had great teams focused on sustainability, the core focus was on selling a different product, which wasn't sustainability. It was, flights or package holidays. So with ecology, how do they drive sustainability action? Well, it's through their product itself. So ecology is a subscription service. And in many ways, what they're trying to do is create meaningful, regular interaction with people around the climate crisis. So just think about how Netflix is in our lives almost every week. And we have all of these brands that are in our lives all the time, constantly engaging us, constantly absorbing our attention. That's what ecology is trying to do around creating climate action and engaging people around this. And when it comes to driving actions, how do they do that? Well, they have, like I said, this solution that is a subscription model where people can grow their own forests, they can reduce their carbon pollution through various different projects, and they can also challenge their carbon footprint. And how does this look like? Well, for businesses and for individuals and for families, you actually have a profile, and that profile shows you how, this is my personal profile, so it shows how long I have been a member of ecology, what my carbon reduction impact has been, how many trees I have in my forest. And actually you can see your forest grow as part of your profile. If you click on every single tree, you'll get to see the images of where your trees are planted. And you can actually click on the location and see the satellite image of your forest, and you can see that grow. You're able to earn badges to celebrate your impact, and you can share that with your community as a business, for example. You're able to support different projects every month, carbon reduction projects. These are gold standard projects of the highest quality, and you're able to see your impact visualized. So what your CO2 reduction is an equivalent of 13 long haul flights, or 43,000 miles driven in a car. Again, like I said, these products are certified at the highest standard. There's a huge variety of them. There's new projects that are launched every month. And one of my favorite features actually of the entire platform is that you are able to actually challenge your carbon footprint personally. So the way you can drive action, the way ecology aims to drive action with its community is, of course, through the subscription, where people can actually act on their carbon footprint. But ecology goes a step forward and is actually engaging people around setting personal goals for them to reduce their carbon emissions further. So can they change their home energy provider to a green energy provider? Can they replace their light bulbs with LEDs? Can they refuse single items? So every month you can change your goals, set new ones, take them off as you've achieved them, and all of that data is monitored. This is what the business leaderboard looks like for ecology. At the moment, at the top, we have Intrepid, and they've planted with us 161,000 trees. And there's hundreds of other businesses that are part of this movement, and of course, individuals as well. So this was just a very quick summary from me on sustainability storytelling and marketing. I hope this was helpful. I really think it's important for us to go through all of these different stages to truly achieve impact. I think sustainability absolutely sells. Having worked for all of these companies and having seen it with my own eyes, it's just a journey, and we need to build content that is bespoke and specific for all of these stages. If you want to find out more about funnels and marketing, I really recommend SEMrush. They publish a lot of good content on on how you can target various different segments of your audience. That was me for today. Thank you very much for listening in. I have my details here on the last slide. It's been an absolute pleasure. And if you want to get in touch, please look me up on any of these platforms, or I'll be in the comment section as well. Hope you enjoy the sessions, and we'll speak soon. Thank you.